What's happening? You got the Retro Gaming Hippie here. Today I'm going to show you a few things I picked over the last few months at both thrift stores, some OfferUp, some eBay, and one of my favorite local little toy and video game hobby shops. First thing was one of the newest items I've ever owned, or well, I haven't really played it yet because I got a game for it yet, but was a 32 gigabyte Wii U. Came with all the accessories to hook it up, all the little bars and everything. Like I said, this is the newest thing I've ever played or will play as soon as I get a game for it. I did fire it up to make sure it worked. What I really liked about it is that it came with these two little Mario and Luigi Wii remotes, which are kind of a nice little collectible piece. It's not something I'll keep. It's definitely something that I will look to either trade or resell down the line. Not my thing, but 40 bucks, I knew that there was value in there down the line. Finding things like that and either trading and reselling them allow me to buy things like this, which is definitely a lot bit newer, but remote control Mario and Luigi remote control cars. I got these pretty much just so I could play with my cats, who are slowly warming up to them, but they're still a little bit afraid of them, but they're kind of checking them out. But for 25 bucks, it's a cat toy, it's a Kurt toy, what can you say? This is definitely a me purchase. This came off of eBay. And it was in box, decent box. I'm not a box guy, as you know, but it was the only one I could find. And I offered them 100 bucks and they took it. And I think it was worth 100 bucks to me. It even works. Get ready because the Hulkster's going to lay down some knowledge.
Hey, you little Hulkamaniacs. This is the Hulkster talking. I want you to drop a leg on tooth decay and lay the sleeper hold on those cavities. So keep on brushing. You'll be on your way to a championship checkup. And Hulkamania will live and smile forever.
Of course, this is made in the early 90s electric toothbrush. I don't think I'll use the toothbrush itself. I might use it as a holder because it sounds much better, but it can take the place of my custom Ultimate Warrior toothbrush holder. Keeping in the spirit of me purchases, I was in my local one of my favorite local video game / toy stores. It's been there forever. I know I've mentioned it many times before. I always say it wrong, but it's called Coin Corner Hobby Store in Oregon City, Oregon. Been around since older than me, and I grew up in the 80s and born in the 70s, so it's been around for quite a bit. It's kind of browsing around, and after picking up a ColecoVision was definitely next in line for my video game wants as a kid. And here was an opportunity to get one complete that worked. Commodore 64, not in the box, but I had obviously the computer, working disk drive, and I'm gonna bring the camera with us just a little bit. You can get it close to my hand, but printer, which I haven't tried that yet. I have to get some paper, and of course the Commodore 64 monitor that was produced by Commodore 64. It was all verified by them to work. He had a little short video of it showing me that it worked. Doesn't really come with much in the way of any games at all. I really won't say it has any games. I was sitting there in my mind going, okay, just bought this ColecoVision, just bought these kinds of things. I still have my bankroll left. What is it worth for me? And I was thinking $300 to $400 is probably what that would go for. Their price was $400, and I said sold. I'll go ahead and take it. It's not very often I think I'm going to find the Commodore monitor, the computer, the disk drive, and all of it working and verified working somewhere local to where even if I had a problem probably the next week or so, I could take it back there. At least they would point me in the direction of somebody that could help, or they might even take it back for all I know. But and also if I ever decide I don't like it and I want to get rid of it, it's so much easier to get rid of it. If you had the boxes, absolutely, it's going to, of course, put the value. But having a Commodore brand monitor to go with the whole complete setup, somebody that's a collector's, that's what they're going to want. You have it all in one setup, it all works. It makes it much easier to sell and much easier to probably command a higher value, in my opinion, if you have all of it working and all of it in the same brand. So those are some of my recent pickups. Nothing really on the bargain route, not a lot of garage sales going on, and I don't hit the thrift stores that often, but finding things that I want. And so I'm super excited to get some Commodore 64 games I remember playing as a kid, so I can fire this thing up and do a review on that pretty soon. But I think next up I'm going to review another mini system. This one's a little bit closer to what I remember playing as a kid as far as systems, more or less like a late teenager, I guess would be the better case to say. And that's the Sega Genesis. So up next, we're going to do a little Sega Genesis mini console review. So those are my pickups from the last month or so. Tell me what you think. Remember, this is Retro Gaming Hippie. I don't buy nostalgia because I am nostalgia.